Chapter 471, Eclipsing the Guys in White. Part 1, Assault on Kontinuum. Vince and Carol are in the simulator doing an exercise. It activated and they found themselves on a space station in orbit next to the alien planet of Kontinuum, a desert world home to an alien insect species that threatens to destroy the human race. Vince, I know this place. This is Fleet Station Ticonderoga. We're in the world of Starship Troopers. I love the book and the movie. Carol, where is this it? Vince, we're in orbit next to the planet Kontinuum, located 85,000 light-years away from Earth. Carol, that's all the way on the other side of the galaxy. Vince, it is. Look. They go to a window and saw the planet Kontinuum outside. It was a desert planet with 2 moons in a binary star system with a yellow star like our sun and a bluish-white star. Carol, so that's planet Kontinuum. It doesn't look like a kind of planet I would ever want to go to. Vince, me neither. Carol, what year does Starship Troopers take place? Vince, it didn't say but it says it takes place in the 23rd century. Carol, that's over 200 years from our time. Vince, it is. This whole station is inside a zone created by Earth called the Arachnid Quarantine Zone. It's a zone that keeps the species of bugs that we're fighting called the arachnids contained. Carol, that's all complicated for me. Vince, I know. And it looks like we arrived just in time. They saw in the upper atmosphere of the planet the fleet of carriers and ships and they were being bombarded with bug plasma coming up from the planet. Carol, what's happening? Vince, a massive war between humans and bugs. They sent an asteroid from this very star system that slammed into Buenos Aires, Argentina, and we went into war against the bugs. Carol, oh man. What do these bugs look like? Vince, they're fierce, savage, voracious, and ugly. Vince used his powers to show what the bugs looked like. They were scary and ugly. Carol, whoa. Those bugs are scary. Vince, I know. But we can destroy them together, Carol. Carol, right. They set out of the station and into the skies of planet Kontinuum. Above the surface they saw a huge group of people fighting thousands, maybe millions of bugs, and they were completely outnumbered. Their defensive capabilities were incredible. Dizzy, Ace, what do we do? Ace, I don't know. The warrior bugs were savage and fierce. Ace, I don't know. Rico, kill them. Kill them all. They were firing bullets at the bugs. Vince, it's gonna take a lot more than just a few bullets to kill them. Carol, we got to help them. Vince, let's form an aerial assault from above. Let's blast them. Vince fired energy blasts at the bugs and blew them apart, and Carol fired King Ghidorah's gravity lightning and Godzilla's atomic breath. They were blasting them apart from above and blowing them to pieces, splattering their blood and guts and limbs all over the desert of the planet. Rico, look up there. They all saw Vince and Carol and the power they have and how they were obliterating the bugs at an incredible pace. Carol, take that bug scum. Vince, yeah. Control room. Nico, this is getting awesome. Maria, it sure is. Nico, Maria, how did you and Carol meet? Maria, that is a question I haven't been asked in a long time. Carol and I have known each other since we were in kindergarten. Flashback. Maria, narrating, Carol and I are very close and we are like sisters. We did all kinds of fun things together. We did it all too. She even defended me from bullies and kicked their butts into oblivion. But we never saw each other after I moved away back to Dakota City. That is until recently when I was mutated because of the Big Bang. We were reunited for the first time in 8 years. Flashback ends. Maria, our friendship is really powerful. Nico, that's amazing. I'm glad you are all reunited. Maria, thanks Nico. Simulator. Vince fired energy lasers from his eyes and fingers to boot, and he and Carol were blowing apart the bugs at an accelerated rate. The bugs kept on coming and coming and coming. The troopers fired bullets all at the bugs and helped them out. They also fired bombs and missiles at them. Vince, let's use our combo Carol. Carol, you got it. Vince fired a blast of pure lava and Carol fired an orange atomic ray. Vince and Carol, atomic lava tsunami. A massive tidal wave of radioactive lava burned and incinerated the bugs and destroyed all of them. The whole desert was now turning into a sea of fire and burning bug guts. The fight lasted until sunrise. Or in this case double sunrise. In the end the humans won. The whole desert was a sea of flaming bug guts and limbs. Surprisingly, after the fight only 1,000 people were killed. The bugs were destroyed on the planet Kontinuum. Vince, that's it for them. Carol, yep. The bugs are toast. Vince, they sure are. After we get everyone out of here, let's destroy this planet. Carol, you know it. They got everyone off the planet and Vince fired a powerful energy ball at the planet and the planet exploded with incredible power. Crab. The entirety of the planet Kontinuum was completely obliterated in an instant, and as a result, the entirety of the Kontinuum system was affected in a massive cataclysmic explosion that destroyed all the planets in the system, including the two suns. Vince and Carol were protecting the entire fleet battle station in a powerful force field. When the explosion faded, there was nothing left of the system but a huge dust cloud of nebula gas. Carol, wow. What power. That's it for the bugs. Vince, yep. They never expected us to show up and destroy them all with the powers of a god. They went back to the station and everyone on board cheered wildly for them and lifted them up in a mesh net. Vince and Carol were heroes of the Federation. On Earth they were awarded the highest honor in all of the Terran Federation, the Terran Federation Medal of Honor. It can only be given to a citizen that has gone above and beyond the call of duty and did a powerful achievement that goes above all the standards of duty. They exited the simulator and in the control room we cheered wildly for them. Me, way to go partner. Lainey, you guys were awesome. Vince, thanks guys. Carol, it was all an easy exercise. Lincoln, it sure was. Starship Troopers was awesome and it's one of my favorite movies. Linka, it sure is. We go into the living room and have a quick lunch. Part 2, Yuko's Dark Past. In the living room we were watching TV while eating sandwiches. Lincoln, Linka, Lana, and Lily were eating peanut butter and sauerkraut sandwiches. Jared was eating a fruit salad. Nicole was having a turkey leg and Nico was having a bucket of chicken wings with super spicy hot sauce with May. We were watching our favorite show Operation Desert Storm. A woman named Laura was on and she had a delicious pineapple, peach, mango upside down cake. A big buff criminal had chocolate cake with a mint frosting. Me, I hope Laura wins with her cake. Mary, you know it Dad. I hope so too. That cake of hers is making me hungry. Lainey, trans-like, it sure is Mary. Drools. Lola, that cake looks delicious. Lisa, indeed. Lucy, I would prefer blood pudding. Yuko was in some deep thought. Me, Yuko, are you alright? Yuko, sigh, yet. Just in some deep thought. Lori, what's wrong? Yuko, seeing all those sweets on TV reminds me of my past before Godzilla came. Very, you can tell us Yuko. We're here for you. Yuko, okay. Flashback. Yuko, narrating. My story was a pleasant one before Godzilla came. I had a loving home and my parents loved me more than life itself. Yuko was a child in the year 1999 and she had a loving family in Tokyo, Japan. She loved her mom and dad very much and she was playing with her toys. Yuko, but then that horrible day came when we were forced to leave the planet. On that horrible summer, monsters appeared all over the world and destroyed everything. An image montage shows a horrible spree of destruction caused by all kinds of terrifying monsters of legend all over the world. Kamikaze destroyed New York City. Dogara, a giant hydra-like monster, destroyed London in England. Dagara destroyed Sydney in Australia. Orga destroyed Ankara in Turkey, and so on. Yuko, we then began to realize that we weren't the masters of our planet anymore. They came to bring an end to the era of humanity. And then in the end our ultimate nightmare appeared. Godzilla. Monster or man, it burned everything in its sight. The avatar of destruction. Godzilla appeared and he was destroying the city of Los Angeles, California. Somewhere down the way the United States launched a full-scale nuclear attack on Godzilla, and it was completely unsuccessful as it left the east half of the continental United States completely battered with explosion craters from nuclear warheads. Godzilla continued to destroy one city after another. He destroyed all of Paris, France. Yuko, the earth was completely powerless against him, and we collapsed and the skies rained down fire. And it wasn't just us that feared his destructive power. That's when the Exif and the Bilisaludo arrived at our world. Exif and Bilisaludo spacecrafts arrived on Earth and they offered to have sanctuary in exchange for helping us kill Godzilla. Endure, people of Earth, we are the Exif. We are observers and prophets. Your time of destruction is nigh. Sometime later the Bilisaludo race arrived. Bilisaludo member, we are the Bilisaludo. Our home planet, the third planet in the Bilisaludia binary system, was swallowed by an accursed black hole and destroyed. We are requesting immigration to this solar system's third planet. If you accept, we promise to eliminate your world's greatest threat, Godzilla. Yuko, they came to our world and sought it for themselves. But they didn't wait for our paradise to become a scorched wasteland. Unfortunately we were too late. Even with our combined intelligence, Godzilla's tremendous power overwhelmed us completely and we had no other choice but to leave our planet. I met Haruo on our trip out of the planet and he was a young boy when I met him. His parents were killed by Godzilla and he wanted to get revenge on Godzilla for making us leave our planet. A young hero was with his grandfather and he was seeing Godzilla fire his atomic breath at a ship and it exploded and the fiery shockwave from its explosion blew away the buses that his parents were on, killing them instantly. This left him devastated. And after that, his devastation soon turned to a lust for vengeance. He swore right then and there to get revenge on Godzilla for not only the death of his parents, but for forcing what was left of the entire human race to flee our planet. Yuko, we were lost in despair and we left our planet, hoping to find another home. But we paid the price for our optimism. In the frozen endless void of space, we were in hell. It was worse than that of our ravaged planet. We had limited resources. We had little food and water. And the cold of space was inescapable. We felt a disease and some gradually lost their sanity. Our population numbers fell drastically in the blink of an eye. We didn't have the luxury to mourn the dead. Our kindness and pride were now nothing more than a memory. A fairy tale when we took oxygen and water for granted. Flashback ends. Yuko had tears streaming down her face. Yuko, crying hard, it was a horrible nightmare. Very comforted Yuko. Very, it's okay Yuko. It's okay. It's not your fault. Lori, and we arrived 20,000 years into the future and showed how strong we are against Godzilla. Carol, I remember that. That was one of the most powerful fights we ever had. Lincoln, it sure was. Sakura, I'll never forget that fight. Fu, me neither. It was intense. But in the end we took back our home planet and won. Lainey, yeah. Yuko, crying, it hurts so much. Very, I know Yuko. I know. We were there and we were told everything. It's awful what you all went through. Vince, the whole thing was not your fault Yuko. If anyone is to blame it's Godzilla. He destroyed our planet and your time and did this to you. Aline, that was awful. I can't believe that Godzilla did all that to you. Lainey, me neither. It's hard to imagine that he has that much power. Me, he's not called the Avatar of Destruction for nothing Lainey. Yuko was crying for 20 minutes straight and she fell asleep. Me, poor girl. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so broken. Very. She has seen more death and destruction than we have. Danny, it's just awful that she went through all that. Sam SL. No kidding. Girl Jordan, yeah. Part 3, Lin's Dark Side. Lightning and Lin were in the backyard throwing baseballs into a net. I was with them. Me, Lin, I think it's awesome that you and Lightning are in a relationship. Lin, thanks JD. Lightning loves it man. Me, you said it. We high five. Me, to the viewers, Lightning and Lin have an awesome romance going on. Lin and Francisco broke up under scandalous circumstances. Dramatic Q&A plays. Me, here's what went down. Flashback. Me, narrating. It was at a baseball game. Lin was pitching at the game and me, Lincoln and Lightning were there to support her. Just as she was about to pitch, that's when disaster struck. The referee came out and said that there were allegations of cheating in Francisco's team and they were immediately disqualified. The fans for his team were outraged and they booed the crud out of them. Although Lin's team won by default, she was infuriated with Francisco even though he had no involvement in the cheating at all. She punched him in the eye and was about to thrash him into oblivion. But we stopped her and this landed Francisco in the hospital. She broke up with him and Lightning and Lin started a budding romance after that. Flashback ends. Me, it was a terrible sight to see that and it was amazing too. I throw more baseballs into the net. Lin, groans. I have a massive headache. Me, what's wrong Lin? Gasp. Lightning, what's wrong JD? Me, I sense a dark force coming out of Lin. Guys. Code red. Everyone came out and they saw Lin in pain and suddenly a blob of pitch black darkness came out of her. It took the form of another Lin and this one had evil red eyes. Lin saw her and she gasped in shock. Lin, who the heck are you? Dark Lin, don't be a fool. I'm you. The true you. Lin, but how can you be me? I'm me. Dark Lin, I am your dark side and I represent your endless desire to become number one all the time and I'm also what you could have been in getting rid of that bad luck monstrosity Jinx Lincoln Loud. We gasped in sheer horror. Me, you're the living embodiment of the Lin and the bad luck karma nightmare. Dark Lin, that's right. Just look at how weak you've become. Lin, Oakman. I've actually become a better person. You're just mad because I didn't meet your expectations. Dark Lin, got that right. There was never supposed to be a JD. Knudsen. Or a Lightning. Or a Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Heck, you weren't even supposed to have powers. There was only you in your sports career. Lin, oh, I actually still focus on sports. But right now, I'm focusing on getting rid of you. Lightning, grabs Dark Lin by the throat. I hope I end up killing you when I pummel you. Me, save seconds for me Lightning. Lori, me too. We punch Dark Lin in the face and kick her in the stomach. Lincoln kicked her in the face and punched her in the mouth and knocked out some of her teeth. Lin punched her in the head and she bit Dark Lin in the arm to the point where she drew blood. Lin, you plagued my life for far too long. I would have become an evil monster that destroyed my family and it would be completely ruined all be because of you. Dark Lin, excuse me? Luna, Dark Lin. You are the biggest idiot on the whole planet. Lenny, you would have turned us into monsters. Lola, you know what? I don't care about your stupid luck anymore. I just want Linky to be happy. Lincoln, thanks Lola. Rita, Dark Lin Jr. you are grounded for the rest of your life. Rita 2, POO work win. Raspberries. Me, you tell her Rita's. Rita, laughs. It feels great having a younger one again but with my namesake. Dark Lin, hey. I'm trying to protect you guys from Lincoln's bad luck. Lana, Lincoln's not the one who's bad luck. Stupid. You are. Me, you tell her Lana. Lucy, I wish death upon you Dark Lynn. Very, well. Lucy, that's too strong. Lucy, sorry. Dark Lynn, oh shut up. Lynn Sr., get out of the house Dark Lynn Jr. Dark Lynn, what? Everyone, he said get out. Lori grabbed her by the throat and threw her outside. Surprisingly, this dark version of Lynn doesn't have any powers. Lincoln, you can go die, Dark Lynn loser loud Jr. Dark Lynn, come out here and fight me. Lori punches Dark Lynn's face, and stay out. We slam the door and lock it. Lainey, nice shot Lori. Lori, thanks Lainey. Roxanne, way to go mommy. Lori, thanks Roxanne. Lynn, I'm free from my dark side and I'm free from that nightmare. Me, yep. Great job guys. Dark Lynn bangs on the door from outside the house. Let me in. Lola, screw off fart head. Lana, go burn in hell. Aline, you tell her Lana. Lynn, the door starts cracking. I said, let me in. Luan, dead. The door's gonna break. Lynn Sr., Luna, protect Lincoln. Me, Very, Vince, Carol and Yuko went Super Angel. Luna had a guitar ready and so did Sam. Dark Lynn breaks the door down. Time to die you little jinx. Lori, Dark Lynn. Get out or I'm calling the cops. Dark Lynn, screw you all. She ran upstairs. Luna and Sam bashed her in the head. Luna, Lori. Call the cops. Lori, I'm talking to them right now. 911, 911 what's your emergency? Lori, an evil version of my little sister is trying to murder my little brother. Come quick. 911, is this some kind of joke? Dark Lynn, heard from the phone. Come here so I can watch you bleed you little jinx from hell. Lori, is that proof enough for you? 911, yes it is. We're sending a car over there now. Lori, okay, thank you. Luna, bashes Dark Lynn's head again. Step away from my baby bro you stupid buttlicker. Vince, you tell her Luna. Luna and Sam pinned her down. The cops arrived. Police, where is she? Lynn Sr., she's up there. One of my daughters has her pinned down. They ran upstairs and saw that we weren't kidding. One Lynn Loud Jr. was the good and pure one and the other had eyes that are red with pure evil. Police, well. They weren't kidding. Dark Lynn Loud Jr. you are under arrest. Cuffs her. Me, make sure she gets what's coming to her. Police, will do JD. Dark Lynn, no arrest him. Points to Lincoln. Police, on what charge? Dark Lynn, being bad luck. Police, Dark Lynn Jr. please. There is no such thing as bad luck. Dark Lynn, is too. Everyone, no there isn't. Police, cuffs her, you have the right to remain silent. They shove her in the car and take her away. Me, enjoy your time in the darkness of a solitary confinement cell forever. Lenny, now you're safe Linky. Lincoln, thanks guys. But I handled it. Really. Lynn, I'm so proud of you bro. Lincoln, thanks Lynn. They hugged. Me, so how do you feel Lynn? Lynn, I feel great. I feel like the evil inside my heart has been removed from me. I don't know how this happened but it did. Me, I'm glad Lynn. You've been purified. I have an idea. Let's make copies of Lynn's trophies, melt them down and make them into a trophy for the greatest brother ever for Lincoln. Lori, that's literally a great idea. Lynn, it sure is. We go out into the backyard and we had copies of Lynn's trophies with us and we had a steel mill oven with us. The heat coming from it was amazing. We had to wear heat suits. We had the name on the replica trophies changed to Dark Lynn. They were ready to melt the trophies. Lincoln, on 3 Lana. Ready? 1. Lana, 2. Lincoln and Lana, 3. We melted the trophies. Lana, eat that Dark Lin, you cruel mistake. Rachel, yet. In the prison, Dark Lin was in a solitary confinement cell. Dark Lin senses her trophies have been destroyed. No. My trophies. Let me out. Now. Police, quiet down. Hits Dark Lin again. Dark Lin, unconscious, all my trophies. Gone. Police, you never were a winner, if you blame others for your losses. We made it into a replica of the Claret Jug trophy for the PGA Tour, but instead of sterling silver it's made of gold and it has the name Greatest Brother in the World on it. And it had his name too. Rachel, I'm happy for you, Lincoln. Lincoln, thanks Rachel. They high-fived. Dark Lin's name was now officially Mud. She was sentenced to life in a maximum security insane asylum with no possibility of parole. Her mind was so screwed up that she needed to be monitored at all times, and she was declared a constant danger to everyone around her and even herself. Enjoy hell, Dark Lin Loud Jr. Worthless cruel mistake. Part 4, Assault of the Guys in White. Danny was playing video games with Lincoln and Tucker when his cell phone rang. Danny, it's my phone. Picks up his cell phone. Hello? Agent K. Hello, Danny Phantom. Danny, eyes widen. Agent K. Agent K, glad to know that you still remember us. Danny, what do you want? Agent K, same thing as always. To make sure you and your ghost pals are wiped off of the earth. Danny, what are you planning this time? Agent K, you see, Fenton, ever since we saw Waller's Suicide Squad in action, we came up with a similar yet more successful plan to beat you as we should have done before. Danny, angrily, if you hurt my family or any of my friends. Agent K, relax, Fenton. We're not gonna target them. But things are gonna be different now between you and us. We'll still be at each other's throats, but playing a brand new game. Danny, I'm already dealing with the Legion of Doom and my own enemies. I don't have time for you or your twisted plans. Agent K, chuckles. Funny that you should mention your enemies. Which reminds me, we left a nasty surprise for you in a nearby tech building. Consider it a gift from us after so long. I hope to see you there. Hangs up. Me, who was that? Danny. Lincoln, yet. Who is Agent K? Danny, he's part of a ghost hunting group called the Guys in White. Me, I thought we saw the last of them. Apparently they are still at it. Danny, yet. Tell me about it. They want to destroy the ghost zone. Me, that's insane. Lincoln, why do they want to destroy the ghost zone? Me, if they do that it will destroy the Earth too. The ghost zone is linked to our planet somehow, and if they destroy the ghost zone it will cause the entire planet to explode. Everyone gasped. Danny, I'm gonna see what they're up to. Me, okay. Be careful. Danny, I'm going ghost. Danny became Danny Phantom and he went to a warehouse. Me, Volcana, you better follow him just to be on the safe side. Volcana, you got it. Volcana became a fireball and hid in the shadows. Danny went into the warehouse and it was there he saw his friends in the ghost zone, Klemper, and the shape-shifting faceless ghost Amorpho. Danny, Amorpho. Klemper. Klemper, hello, friend. Danny, are you two okay? Amorpho, we're fine. Thanks for the concern. Danny, okay. Well, I guess I should rescue you two now. Amorpho, that's not necessary. You can run along now. Danny, look, Amorpho, if these guys are making you and Klemper do this. Amorpho, Fenton, you need to learn that some people don't need saving. With that, Klemper freezes Danny in a block of ice as Agent K walks out of the shadows. Agent K, excellent work, you too. Amorpho, glares at him. Keep your thanks, Agent K. We should be going now. Agent K and Amorpho walked out of the building. Klemper looked at Danny with a remorseful look in his eyes. Klemper, I'm sorry about this, Fenton. Leaves the building. Volcana busted in and fired a blast of fire and formed a wall to make sure they don't follow and brought Danny back to the estate. Me, what happened? Volcana, it was all a trap set up by the guys in white. They have these two ghosts under their control. One was a big kid ghost in pajamas and he froze Danny with ice powers, and the other was a faceless ghost with red glasses. Sam M, that's Klemper and Amorpho. They must be using them against their will. Me, we'll have to thaw him out and explain to him. Volcana, I'll do it. Me, and I'll bring out some heavy stuff. I throw a pokeball and out came Magmortar. Magmortar, what's up JD? Me, Danny was frozen in a block of ice by a traitorous band of ghost hunters called the Guys in White. Magmortar, and you want me to thaw him out? Me, bingo. Use your flamethrower on that ice block over there. Magmortar, okay. Volcana and Magmortar fired a blast of fire and thawed Danny out. Danny was cold and shivering. Lori put a towel on him. Me, thanks Magmortar. Magmortar, no problem JD. You're a much better trainer than Paul is. He never asks me for help. Me, yeah, what a monster. I beam him back into his pokeball. Danny, Klemper and Amorpho. Me, I know. The guys in white are using them against their will somehow. Volcana, that's right. I also managed to put a tracer on Agent K before I left. Very, very clever. Danny, we have to find them and stop them. Me, and we will. I pull up my computer and it showed that the tracer lead them to an abandoned warehouse in an abandoned military base in North Dakota that was decommissioned years ago. Me, the old Stanley R. Mickelson Safeguard Complex in North Dakota? That place has been abandoned since 1976. Lincoln, that's weird. Laney, why would the guys in white want to use that place? Vince, it's probably a place no one would ever suspect. Me, I know. But now we know where they're hiding. Good work, Claire. Once we take them down, the FBI will handle the rest. Let's go. We set out for North Dakota. Agent K was upset that Danny Phantom got away. Agent K, you ingrates let him get away. Klemper, it wasn't our fault. An explosion blasted a hole through the roof and we arrived. Me, guys in white, you're under arrest. Agent K, you lead them right to us. Me, no. You did. Volcana planted a tracer on you and we're taking you down. The guys in white are finished. Agent K, I don't think so. Kill them all. A bunch of the agents came and a massive fight exploded out. Terra, Hulk, let's use our combo on them. Hulk like that. Hulk smashed the ground and Terra fired a powerful blast of fire into the ground. Hulk and Terra, flaming fist smash. A powerful fiery shockwave blasted some of the men apart. The rest were knocked out. Amorpho turned into the lizard and Fuzzy Lumpkins punched him in the face and kicked him in the mouth. Amorpho then turned into Ebon and Rubber Band Man punched him in the face. Ant-Man and Wasp flew up and removed the bombs from their heads and they were free. Klemper, we're free. Amorpho, indeed. Nico, tell me. What kind of people put bombs inside the heads of innocent ghosts? Agent K, the same people who want the earth cleansed of ghosts. Me, your way of cleansing the world of ghosts will ultimate destroy the earth and kill everyone. Agent K, I have more friends here. A Volturb, a Magnemite, an Exploud, Golduck, Noctowl, and a Zeta came out. Me, a Volturb, Magnemite, Exploud, Golduck, Noctowl, and Zedu. Nico, I'll take the Exploud, Golduck, Noctowl, and Zedu. Ash, I'll take the Volturb and the Magnemite. I could use more electric Pokemon. Me, go for it. Nico threw 4 Pokeballs and they caught them and the red lights turned off and he caught them. Me, way to go buddy. Ash, Pokeballs go. He threw 2 Pokeballs and they caught the Voltorb and the Magnemite. The red lights turned off and they were caught. Ash, alright. Me, way to go Ash. Ash, thanks JD. Gale fired a blast of dark matter and blinded some of them and Brickhouse pulverized them. Tech formed a net blaster and caught more men and Fade was being chased and he phased through the wall and more men crashed into it and were knocked out. Brickhouse, you all will pay for your crimes. Ben became Lodestar. Ben, Lodestar. Me, a bias abortion. Lodestar, that's right and we have a magnetic personality. The guys in white had guns ready and Lodestar fired a magnetic blast and attracted the guns to him and Lori blew the man away with a powerful blast of wind. She then grabbed one and turned him into a human pretzel. Me, you literally turned him into a human pretzel, Lori. Lori, I guess I can do that. Lainey tied up the rest of the men. I punched Agent K in the face and knocked him out. Suddenly the FBI came in. Officer, FBI. Hands on the ground. Me, they're all yours good sirs. The FBI saw that we tied them all up. Klemper and Amorpho were freed. The guys in white were arrested. Part 5, Execution of the Guys in White. A few days later we were in front of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. We were executing the guys in white by firing squad. The guys in white were sentenced to death by firing squad for treason, attempted genocide, and possession of weapons of mass destruction. All capital offenses. Me, guys in white, you have all been found guilty of treason, attempted genocide, and possession of weapons of mass destruction. For these crimes you all have been sentenced to death by firing squad. Do you have any last words before we kill all of you? Agent K. This world will never be safe as long as ghosts like Danny Phantom and all the scum of ghosts plague the world. I hope you all die. Me, not likely. Amorpho, isn't a firing squad a little extreme? You could have just put them in that moon prison. Danny, it's either this or let Edzilla have them. This is the more humane option. Me, alright. Guns ready. We had our rifles loaded. Fuzzy had his meat gun ready and Nico had Deadshot's guns ready. Me, aim. We had our guns and rifles pointed at their chests and laser trackers were at their hearts. Me, see you all in hell. Fire. We fired at their chests and they were getting their guts pumped full of lead. Killing them instantly. Fuzzy turned some of the guys in white into all kinds of really good meat and killed them. All the guys in white were dead. Their evil spirits arrived and Nicole sealed them into the Book of Vile Darkness. Me, great job guys. Danny, thanks JD. Me, this will send a message to everyone that if you threaten our country and our planet with treasonous crimes we will find you and we will kill you. Lincoln, yep. We burned the bodies of the guys in white and threw their ashes into the sun. We had a really good barbecue and cooked some of the meat. Me, MMM. You know it kinda makes us feel like we're cannibals eating the guys in white. Lincoln, it sure feels that way. But they make really good meat. Fuzzy, darn tootin'. We laughed. The end. Another fanfiction complete. This was something I never tried before. A 5-part chapter all in one chapter. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for the lines in this one. Thanks for that man. As usual. Starship Troopers was awesome. I loved the first movie and it was awesome. Bloody and gross but it was awesome. Casper Van Dien did a great job in all 3 Starship Troopers movies. I got the idea for it out of the blue. I also got the idea for Lynn's dark side from a role play that Lee Griffin on DeviantArt was doing in the comments of a picture called What is a Sibling Worth, where Lincoln was all battered and bloody after a huge brawl with Lynn for putting him through the torment he had to suffer during the events of the infamous Loud House episode No Such Luck. Thanks for the inspiration guys. I hate the guys in white in the Danny Phantom series. They are a parody of the awesome science fiction comedy movie series Men in Black with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. They wanted to destroy all ghosts everywhere. And I got the idea for the treasonous actions they did from a Danny Phantom Loud House crossover story. Let me know what you all think. Next up is a chapter for the Weather Ghost Vortex. See you all next time. Starship Troopers series is owned by TriStar Pictures, Buena Vista International, Paul Verhoeven, and based on the book by Robert A. Heinlein.